to have a bat first. It's usually helpful conditions, and thanks to Kamal Singh Airi's hat-trick and an extraordinary collapse at the end from Ireland, where they lost 6 wickets for just 12 runs. It means that it's Nepal right on top. Fionn Hand has the new ball in his hand, 2 slips in place. Dev Canal opening up alongside the youngster Arjun Kamal, who had such a good under-19s Cricket World Cup down in South Africa. And here's the player of the series from the T20 format. But he's going to need to do more than he did with the bat. He was run out for a first ball duck, which I think he can really only have himself to blame for a mix-up between him and Cade Carmichael. And with 158 required to win, it's all advantage to Nepal. Andrew Leonard here with you. Great to be in Kathmandu with the sun shining. My favourite ground anywhere in the world, as I'm joined by Avash Gamir. Avash, firstly, very good afternoon to you. What a remarkable finish to that innings.
A great comeback by Nepali bowlers. Look at that view. Beautiful. It's a wonderful day for a game of cricket. What a comeback by the Nepali bowlers. Trying to get straight off the mark. Maybe a boundary. Yes, it does. Crosses the line. Dev Canal off to a good start with that boundary. Looks confident. Has looked in form for a couple of months.
Despite the brilliance of Arif Sheikh in both of those 2 T20 innings that propelled him to be the leading run scorer of that series, I think the Irish management have been most impressed by this man. And you can see why. Shots like that, they don't come easily. Off the back foot, high up onto his toes. A good technique. Yes, playing away from his body, with his head in full control. And a good leave as well. That one might have just crashed through the surface a touch, a puff of dust after it hit it. That's why Neil Rock said that he wanted to bat first. He thought it was a used surface. Surely they wanted more than 157 all out.
Absolutely. It looks like a game of T20 now. 157 odd runs put on the board. It will be an interesting chase for Nepal. Ireland will definitely try to come back, get those early wickets as much as possible, especially in the power play overs. Dev Canal starting off with a boundary. Scored a century versus Bagmati Province in the Kosi Province Trophy, and the turnout of people coming to watch his game was tremendous. Has a good fan following. Still young. Dev Canal represented Nepal in the Under-19 World Cup as the captain, as the leader.
Oh, lovely batting. Just a little bit of width on offer and a fraction short too. Dev Canal cashes in for the second time in the over. 8 from it. 8 without loss.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
So Dev Canal and Arjun Kamal are the men who want to get this chase done. They both want good scores too. Really good opportunity. This is the best part of the day to bat by a distance now. Between 12 o'clock and probably 2:30. So when you get the most reward. Liam McCarthy will take the new ball from the TU end. And temperature is getting up. It must be 27, 28 degrees. Really pleasant here in Kathmandu.
Well, for the people of Kathmandu, it's kind of a bit hot. It's always moderate temperature here. Those were the boundaries scored by Dev Canal. What a wonderful way to start. And the confidence that he reflects from his batting is tremendous. A great player in the making, maybe.
Ooh, a little bit of shape. I can absolutely guarantee you that every person waking up in Dublin, in Derry, in Belfast, in Cork, all across Ireland, they're going to say 27 degrees, too hot. Give me that any day of the week. It's 6 degrees and it's raining back home right now. Tends to do that a lot back in green old Ireland.
The European weather, it's different. You get a lot of weather variations in different part of Nepal. If you go to the Himalayas, it's a different story out there. And currently in the Tarai region, it's summer has already arrived. Just the past month, I've been traveling for the past few weeks. Biratnagar, then Chitwan. The weather there were not so pleasant. Chitwan was gloomy. That helped a lot.
Yeah, particularly now into April, we're approaching the Nepali New Year now. I think I'm just going to miss it if I've got my figures correctly. I'll fly it just before it. We're in the year 2080. The short ball is pulled with just enough power to pick up a couple of runs and get off the mark for Arjun Kamal. But I was down in Barawa, I think it was 2 years ago, around this time of the year, for one of those regional tournaments we were talking about, the first innings, and the heat as we came up to New Year. And then this street festival, when Nepali New Year kicked in, I think that was 2077 into 2078. Phenomenal celebrations. It's a really big festival here.
In Bhairava? All right. The street festivals are very famous during the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, especially when you talk about Pokhara. Wonderful sight to see. It's the lakeside area, that's pretty moderate weather, wonderful scenes.
Can you explain to the Irish viewers in particular, why are we in a different year in Nepal than we are the rest of the world? Why is it the year 2080 here?
Well, we had this king a long time ago called Vikramaditya, who started a new calendar. So hence we follow a different calendar, but we also follow the English calendar. So that's the reason we're in 2080 right now. Ahead of time, Johnny.
I'm definitely not time travelling then. It is 2024, is it?
I'm sorry, I again call you Johnny.
I was going to let that one slide.
Thank you.
I'm just glad I'm not time travelling. I'm glad I'm in the present and enjoying every second of this as James McCollum fields well. End of the second, 10 for none.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Nicely bowled. Dev Canal drives, but he wasn't in control of it. And we'll pick up a couple. Problem for Ireland is here. Such an under par total on the board. This is the lowest score in any of these games between Nepal and the Irish Wolves team, despite the fact they had 50 overs to bat. They posted over 200 all 3 times they batted in the T20s.
Oh, they're biting their nails. They don't need to do that at the moment. Nepal playing really good cricket. Well bowled. Keeping it tighter this time for Dev Canal. The fact that Dev Canal got his initial cricketing education from India adds up to the equation that he's such a great hitter of the ball. The leadership ability he has, and he's just young, 18 years old, 19 now. 18 years and 310 days, approaching his 19.
Oh, yes. Delicious from Dev Canal, that's what that is. Okay, it's a long half volley, but look at the style and quality and the panache that he's put that through the covers with. Brilliant.
Absolutely, this is what we're talking about. He comes out with a charisma with him. Wonderfully played, wonderfully driven. Just look at that, the posture. Oh. Wonderful. That's a delight for every viewers, even the Irish.
Oh, it's beautiful to watch, and I have to say, Scott Irvine, who I spoke about the other day, the Irish team analyst, who was explaining on air what an amazing job he does, not just with the senior side, but with the Wolves too. He knows so much about all the opposition players. He very much is compelled upon all of the playing squad and indeed the rest of the management that Dev Canal is the one to watch with the bat. I know Arif Sheikh was the leading run scorer, not in any way taken away from his career best a few days ago. That was a stunning knock, but just I think the ceiling, the potential ceiling for Dev Canal in terms of where he could take his cricket is very, very high. So to Arjun Kamal. But Dev Canal's technique, his long levers, his languid style, he's beautiful on the eye. I think he could be a very special 50 overs player in particular.
Well, exactly. These two can bat to build up a good partnership at the moment. Arjun Kumal has the orders just to rotate the strike. And I've seen a lot of times Lenny, especially in the domestic circuit, is not playing wisely, just giving away their wickets. And this is the right time. Nepal A needs to capitalize on what the bowlers have done. Protect those wickets. Just do the basics. And it's the end of the third over. Nepal A 16 for no loss.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के साह्रो आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
Edged and edged just wide of second slip. I'm not certain that Gareth Delaney got a hand on it. Certainly was at a catchable height, but might have been just wide of him. Gareth Delaney did it flick his fingers.
The replay will clear us up. Some fingers to it. Maybe that got the pace out of the ball to a limit. And how lucky is Dave having two slips there, but the slip fielder, second slip fielder, still not able to grab that.
It really surprises me Gareth Delaney's in there at second slip. So Stephen Doheney has the gloves today. That's no surprise. It's PJ Moore at first slip, but surely Neil Rock. We have three keeping options. Doheney with the gloves, PJ Moore at first slip, Neil Rock the captain at mid-off. Surely Neil Rock is a better catcher in that area behind the stumps than Gareth Delaney.
Well, if you have the replay, we can see that once again. I think that was manageable, as you've explained. A good run rate maintained at the moment, 5.68. Just require somewhere around 3 from now on.
For Ireland to have any chance of defending this total, they have to take chances like this. I know it's not easy. This is going to be a great angle of it here. That's not the ball that we wanted to see.
Tricked us as well.
We need the slips angle of the drop. The angle you showed us from the wrong ball.
That's a closer angle.
Once more. Good diving stop will keep it to just the single. In fact, they're going to take the second with the fumble from Ben White. See if we can get one more look at this dropped chance. Our team are trying to pull it together for us. You might think this is a sharp chance. It is sharp, but I think at this level, for me, well, you want to at least be getting a better piece of it than that.
Not the best of the reflexes. We've seen so many times in international cricket that's been taken. That'll be another wide.
Really good gloves here, Stephen Doheney. I think his keeping has excelled. He had to make the move up to the Northwest Warriors back in Ireland to get regular interprovincial game time, and it's a funny one. One of his best pals is Neil Rock. He grew up in the Rush Cricket Club, that real hub of youth development in North Dublin in the Fingal County region. Beautiful part of the world, North County Dublin. Probably seen the scenes from Malahide Cricket Club, but plenty of other pretty cricket grounds there. Maybe none more so than the hills in Skerries, but it was the Rush ground where Owen Morgan started, where Neil Rock started, and where Stephen Doheny started. And Doheny never kept wicket, because Neil Rock always kept wicket. So he was always just an opening batter. But then he made that move up to the Northwest. He took the gloves, and I think his development and his improvement with the gloves has been really sharp. For me, they would be two more natural glovemen than the current Irish senior keeper, Lorcan Tucker. Lorcan Tucker's batting would be a distance clear of both of them. 3 slips into place now. Aggressive captaincy from Rock. He needs wickets. And that is not where you bowl to Arjun Kamal. He loves it short and wide. Was it a misfield at backward point? I think it was. Wheels are well and truly off right now for Ireland Wolves.
Arjun Kamal join the party now, along with Dave Canal. This time smashed it towards the offside. No chance for the fielder. Ball a bit short and wider, and that's what you get, a boundary. No chance there for Tom Mays. Just kept on watching the ball.
Beats the outside edge. Well, it's an expensive over. There easily could have been a wicket in it though. Instead, Nepal are off to a flying start. 26 for none.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली
पावर्ड बाई DHR छुट्टै छ है
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो
Nicely clipped into the leg side. Now Humphries should cut it off just as enough. It almost feels a little bit like the start to part of the first game of the tour where Ireland A were blitzed away by the Nepal senior side. They look like they're rocking out there.
Just look at that. Ball wider to the leg stump. Even if he would have left it gone for a wide. Decided to play that. Another boundary for Nepal. Get a single off that. A good cricket by Nepal. They're rotating the strike, they're getting those boundaries. Dev Canal and Arjun Kamal off to a good start. And the target will be helping them as well. They will be mentally prepared. So when it's not a bigger total, you get that confidence boost.
Yeah, for Ireland, the real problem is now the runs are coming with fluency. They don't need to for Nepal. Nepal just need to keep their wickets in hand. They'll get this chase done in 35 overs, maybe even less. Somehow they need a wicket. Ireland, well, right now, they're a little bit like a boxer who's had a knockdown or two and they're stumbling around the ring. And a big blow towards the end of the first innings with that collapse. Now they're taking plenty of little jabs, jab after jab here from Dev Canal and Arjun Kamal. This is very impressive from Nepal.
Just batting confidently. Once again, ball towards the leg region. Managed to get some bat on it. That not able to stop that, the wicketkeeper, and the ball races itself for a boundary. Nepal at the moment getting those boundaries thick and strong. And that is a point for worry for Ireland A.
It's all a bit too easy right now. Fionn Hand is trying to do something, as he always will. You will never get anything short of 100% effort from the Clontarf man. He's another Fingolian, started out up in the North County Cricket Club. Now, who's back there? There's the team. Doing a great job, I have to say. The coverage of this tour. I've had lots of messages from back in Ireland. They all think it's exceptional. They're getting up early, loving every second of it.
Absolutely. It's a delight to join you guys for the final 3 one-day matches.
A really good stop. That's 3 runs saved. Ben White at backward point. Ireland just showing a bit of fight, but the problem is it's a 9-run over.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है।
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
Trouble for the Irish Wolves. Really, after 3 such competitive T20s, I didn't see this coming from either way. I didn't see Ireland Wolves winning easily. I didn't see Nepal either. Great job by all the team, cutting together the graphics, the replays. Is this a chance? Yes, it is. And it's McCarthy that strikes a good catch held from Cade Carmichael. Oh, Dev Canal, what have you done? You were looking $1 million out there. You've got to 26. You'll get no more.
Wow, big wicket. That's the man they wanted, didn't they? They got him. Dev Canal away his wicket. Wider this time. What a wonderful catch. Let's talk about the catch, Lenny, that they are not easy to take. And as they say, catches wins you matches. Dev Canal departs for 26 of 22 deliveries. It's Nepal a 35 for 1.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है।
Bim Sharkey it is, to the crease at number 3, and well, that wicket has really come from nowhere, hasn't it? I thought Dev Canal just looks so good. That has been a problem at points in his career. He gets a lot of very, very good looking 20s and 30s.
Oh, this is getting interesting. Now, wicket here, maybe in this over, will get Ireland that boost. And that's going to be a wide and some extra runs for Nepal.
Well, I suspect Ryan Eagleson will be furious, particularly with the end of that first innings. But then you have a bit of a wobble at the start, you pick up a wicket, you've got 3 slips in place, and you bowl a long hop down the leg side. It's your chance to just get into the game somehow. Okay, you're still miles behind the game. There's been plenty of little moments like that today that have surprised me, that the intensity not where it was for the Irish in the T20s. Back on the money this time.
Absolutely. Misaki, your new batsman in. You don't bowl in that area. Just bowl a bit closer to the batsman. Put instant pressure on the batsman. And that's the wicket of Dev Canal. What a wonderful catch that was. Missing out on that. Carmichael, good with the bat as well.
You're really the only one to stand up to be counted, although you do almost need a little postscript next to Neil Rock's innings, because he was, well, dreadfully unlucky to be adjudged LBW. Definitely pitched outside leg. He looked really good for 39 off 32. Remarkable to think Ireland were 126 for 3. And then about 40 minutes later, they're bowled out for 157. Catastrophic collapse. 7 wickets for 31 runs. And again, that's not where you want to bowl. Not to Arjun Kamal. Short and wide. Then White might deserve some credit here at backward point. I think he's got a hand in it, otherwise it would have raced to the rope, and Tom Mays does the rest. 2 runs saved.
Well, that was a wonderful piece of fielding. And as you said, got some hand on the ball. Stopped it from going all the way to a boundary. Good fielding in the deep as well. Arjun Kamal now the man in charge. Bhim Sarki does have experience, even of the senior team. Good squad this Nepal A. As we earlier mentioned, blend of youth and experience, as well as experience in the highest format.
It's a better line to Arjun Kamal. You give him width, he's going to carve you away time after time. He had a good under-19s World Cup. He hit the headlines in a big way in his first innings against New Zealand, made 90, and many were calling him the next saviour of Nepal's batting. You need to give him time. For me, he still has some weaknesses, particularly the ball coming into him. Anything in and around his hip or on the stump lines he battles with. Where he's very strong, he's short and wide, and he's got good hands, so he plays through backward point and third. Like here, well, but has this time he picked a man out. He was dismissed like this in the 19s World Cup. He's gone again. Ireland from nowhere have 2, and both have come in this over from Liam McCarthy.
This is what I told you, Lenny. 2 wickets maybe in this over, and that has just happened. Wonderful over this for Ireland A. They were not expecting this. Arjun Kamal being tempted to play that shot, and he has the marching orders. Good catch. Just added 9 runs of 14 deliveries. Mays got it. Nepal A 39 for 2.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger. अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
Well, just like this game has burst to life. We weren't expecting either side to dominate this 50 overs encounter. And now, with the 2 wickets having fallen to the seamers, can the spinners influence the game? This is the area, so it's a strength, but it's a weakness. He loves playing outside the off stump. He's gone in the air. I think he's got to try and hit that over backward point. He can't try and uppercut it with deep third in place. He could hit it down his throat like he did. So he's going to go at it. He's got to go at it a bit harder. Ireland somehow have 2, and Neil Rock applauds heartily. Now comes the spinners. What can Matthew Humphries do?
I'm sensing a wicket. Once again, Lenny. The pressure is now on the Nepali side. They've lost 2 quick wickets. Both the openers back in the pavilion. Spinners can do the trick now. Humphries bowling his first over.
Oh, you won't believe it. It's 3 in 7 deliveries. The captain takes a good tumbling catch. Humphries strikes with his first ball. Sharky's gone hard at it. How has this game turned? It was only going one way, and now it's gone the t'other. Ireland flying back in the contest.
I was just talking about this. Spinners doing the job, and now Humphries with a spin magic. It was another delightful catch. Wonderful effort. Rock. They are rock solid, and he departs. Bhim Sarki, the golden duck. Nepal 39 for 3.
पहिला यो नरिवल होइन कोकोनट कोकोनट नेभीको कोकोनट मैले सधैँ खाने बिस्कुट ताजा ताजा रहेछ कोकोनट स्वस्थकर पनि छ जय होस् कोकोनट मिल्दो जुल्दो प्याकेटसँग झुक्किनुहोला खाँदाखेरि सधैँ नेभीको कोकोनट नै रोज्नुहोला
नेभीको हेल्दी फुड हेल्दी मुड
पावर्ड बाई DHR छुट्टै छ है
Well, just when we thought this game was swinging strongly one way, it's turned on its head. 3 wickets in 7 legal deliveries. The 2 openers back in the hutch. Canal 2, gone for a first bowler. Very aggressive stroke from the very first ball, spinny faced. And credit to Neil Rock, he was really tight in there, wasn't he? Not quite a silly mid-off, but a close catching extra cover. Brings Arif Sheikh to the crease. And Sheikh and Arjun Saud, who's yet to face a delivery at the non-strikers end, going to have to rebuild things. Game on.
Absolutely, game on. This is what Ireland A is needed. That was what the doctors ordered. Early wickets. Now they have 3. Started appeal. Would have skipped down the leg stump. They'll get a couple of runs. One run down for a boundary. There might be trouble. Gets back right on time.
Well, Arjun Saud has run 3 and Arif Sheikh's run 2. He came almost the whole way down. I think he would have got there quite comfortably. Not quite sure why Sheikh didn't fancy the 3rd. PJ, more credit to him, does the fielding. Sprinting from first slip. Does really well here. Bit of a keeper's arm, though. He is usually a wicket keeper. Look at Arjun Saud. He got well over halfway, then he's dropped the bat. So everything but the dive here, just getting the foot in, would have been safely home. A bit of panic set in for Nepal A here. It's never boring watching any Nepali team play, I'll tell you. Known fondly as the cardiac kids for a reason. And all of a sudden, everything's happening out there.
What a ball by Humphries this time. Conceded those extra runs, hasn't given away any other. Not a boundary in sight in his over. Just look at the previous delivery. Wicketkeeper so quick with his reaction.
This is really good to see. I think Neil Rock's captaincy has actually been one of the standouts of the tour, even if it doesn't work. Second slip in, go on the attack. You found 3 quickly. Can you get a 4th? They can get a 4th. Unbelievable scenes. Humphries is 2 in the over now too. Ireland are pumped up in a big way. Fionn leading the celebrations. A little outside edge. Doheny takes a good catch. My oh my, how this game has turned in no time at all.
Well, this over and the previous both had 2 wickets in the first and last delivery. What a ball. Lovely. A baller's delight. Let's look at that. Nepal in now, some kind of trouble. Another wicket goes. Arif Sheikh departs for another duck. It's Nepal A 41 for 4.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHR छुट्टै छ है
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है केही पनि
Bashir Ahmed to the crease, but he's at the non-striker's end. Both batters haven't faced a ball. There's going to be a boundary here to start with for Arjun Saud. It's come off the glove. What have we just witnessed over the last 2 overs? Ireland have turned this game around in a big way.
This is what everybody loves to see. If you're neutral, you would love this game. Coming off the gloves of the batsman. Middle order needs to be held or it's going to collapse like a house of cards for Nepal. They've done wonderfully well with the ball. They have to perform with the bat.
Lovely shot, but the cover fielder, Carmichael, who took that excellent catch to really spark this. A wicket that came from nowhere. And all of a sudden it's game on. Great to see some travelling fans in. We saw a couple of Irish fans up in the VVIP box, Ross and Janet McCollum here, and also a few from North County Dublin. Where is this game going from here? There are nearly 43 overs to bat.
Yeah, now suddenly the 158 runs target for Nepal looks like 257. They have to have a good partnership. Let's have a look at the wicket. The slightest of edge. Wonderful work by the wicketkeeper. Was about to hit the stumps, but then he realized there was an edge. Appeal straight away, celebration straight away. And they're delighted. What a comeback.
Make it 5. And a Gaelic punt of the ball into the air in tribute to Rush, North County Dublin. Look at that. Another great catch. This time it's the skipper, Neil Rock. It's a Gaelic solo, well, a Gaelic smash miles into the air. Ireland inspired. Not a good shot, a giveaway. Far too aggressive at the ball. Good catch. Look at this celebration.
That's a wonderful catch. They haven't let it down. Just like the goalkeepers do it in a game of football.
That's Gaelic football right there. That's what that is. One of the hotbeds of it in the Fingal. In and around where Neil Rock grew up. What a turnaround. Saud's the latest to go for 4. I'm not sure what we're witnessing here, but Nepal A are 45 for 5.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु.
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
Well, the captain is in, and he's probably had an absolute scramble to get these pads on. The end of 5 overs, the score was 35 for none. 14 deliveries later, 16 deliveries later, it's 45 for 5. 10 runs, 5 wickets, carnage. Absolute carnage out there. That's going to miss leg. Really naive stuff from Nepal, I have to say. You think of quite a few of the dismissals pushing hard at deliveries with the best part of 50 overs to bat. And just, for me, really poor batting. Credit to Ireland, great character shown by them. But 2 or 3 of those dismissals were completely unnecessary.
Absolutely. And now you wonder the decision of the Irish captain to bowl second.
No, can't agree with that. Cannot agree. He had to bowl first this morning. It's nicely driven for 4. It's still good to bat out there. The blame lays with the batsman here. That's where these wickets have come from. Yes, credit to Ireland, particularly McCarthy with the 3 for and 2 for Humphries. And Doherty's off the mark with a boundary, 49 for 5.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHL. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
Well, another man who's yet to face a ball, Bashir Ahmed, left-hander, very, very gritty. He's an all-rounder. He's not really just a bowler, certainly not on today's evidence either. And now Neil Rock is going even further on the attack. It's James McCollum who's going to have the helmet put on and the shin guards. Go to the subfielder, you got the bib, orange, yellow bib.
This is
the reason he's putting this protective equipment on. He's probably going to get a short leg in, left arm spinner to the left-handed batter.
I was about to say this is turning out to be like a test match. Vinod Bhandari has huge responsibilities in his shoulders. He's a captain. And again, Lenny, it's not too late for Nepal. Just need to make sure they play safe for the next 10-15 overs.
This is what I'm talking about. An excellent catch, yes, well held. I'm not sure what Arjun Said is trying to do here. Is he trying to hit that for a boundary? Why is he not punching that along the ground through a massive gap between wide mid-off and cover? That's the Gaelic football tribute for back home. Something John Mooney used to do a little bit. Another proud Fingolian from North County. Don't need to push at the ball hard here. You don't need 7 and over. You need 3 and over, if that, even less with the start that they've had. Umpire's none too pleased with how long this is taking, but the protective equipment is on. And the left arm spinner will be able to continue. I'm pretty sure it'll be a short leg rather than a silly point.
Isn't he putting on a proper batting pad?
They're little keeping pads is what they are. They're probably Neil Rock spare ones. They're not the actual, what you would describe as the specialist short leg equipment. So they're full keeping pads that they've gone underneath there. Often think you need a little bit of madness to enjoy fielding at a short leg, because if the bowler bowls a bad one, anything can happen to you.
And that's the reason he was finding it difficult to put it on his trousers.
There is one of the travelling fans. That's Claire from Longford. And if we can just pan that to the right, not sure if we can. Over the right if you can. Now look at this field. Slip, short leg slip in place. And a shot of aggression where Bashir Ahmed, from his first delivery, could have been caught. Instead, he's lucky to survive. Well, I'm not sure what's in the water out there. And there is another Rush Cricket Club man, a close friend of Daniel Coffey. It's a very small community in Ireland, we all know each other. He reached out to me, said he's in the valley. We're going to be climbing, him and his girlfriend, climbing Everest Base Camp. Not Everest itself, but just going up to the base camp over the next 10 days, and it coincided with a bit of cricket.
It's the best time to go for a bit of a trek. The season started.
Two slips in place now, looking for the outside edge. Aggression continues. There's a shot of ball. Has somebody told Nepal that this is a 50 overs contest? Still in T20 mode here.
And that's what I'm trying to figure it out. Just don't need to rush anything. You know, the Bhandari needs to explain that well to his partner, Bashir Ahmed, at the moment. And get those singles for the next 10 overs. Don't focus on big hits.
Don't need to attack. There is turn on offer, but it's not a minefield out there. This is the same wicket that produced a record for the Irish Wolves of 224 just a few days ago. Okay, it will wear a touch. It will start to take turn. But the seamers have been the ones really in the wickets, haven't they? Kamal Singh Ari with 4 for, including that hat-trick. Liam McCarthy with 3. You have over 40 overs to bat. And Ross McCollum thinks the Irishmen are back in the game.
And they're back. They're definitely back. One more wicket here will bring everyone to the television screens, even if they're not watching. It happens a lot, Lenny, here in Nepal. The game gets exciting. Everybody learns it from the social media and they just tune in. The concurrent views goes up.
I have to say that they should be 55 for 1 here. They should be right on top. With a few moments of madness, some poor shots, and some great character shown by the Irish Wolves has turned this game completely on its head. 9 have been bowled, 51 for 5.
Powered by DHome छुट्टै छ है
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
Well, what a remarkable turnaround we've seen. 4 overs. We've seen Humphries and McCarthy change the game. Few injudicious shots alongside it, and all of a sudden it's been 16 for 5. It's been fallen, and there's a bit of turn and bounce on offer. Back live with you now. McCarthy's going to continue. I'm joined by Sachin Timulsina now. Sachin, don't think any of us saw this coming. Nepal looked in complete control.
Well, 51 for 5. They're chasing 158. That looked pretty easy at the start of this innings, Lenny, but then I think advantage Ireland Wolves right now. Just turned quite a margin. Plenty to do here for the Nepal side.
It's another aggressive stroke. Yes, he's going to get good reward. He's going to get 4. Don't understand the need to continue to attack. It's fire v fire. Ireland are going to continue with the aggressive fields. Nepal look like they seem content to keep playing strokes.
I don't think Ireland would be worried about this approach at all from the Nepal side. They've been far too aggressive. I think they've only had to chase 158. Rash shots from Arjun Kumal, from Dev Canal as well. Very wide this time.
It almost feels a little bit like a throwback to maybe a Nepal batting performance 8-9 years ago, where it's scattergun. It almost feels frantic, frenetic right from the start. 50 overs to chase this. They need 3 and over. Dev Canal, I'd say he's going to be furious with himself sitting up there. He looks so good, so composed, and then just to give away a chip to extra cover. Edged and gone. A beauty from McCarthy. He's got 4, Ireland of 6. And now the Wolves have it in their hands to take, well, a remarkable 1-0 lead in this series. We haven't even finished the power play. Nepal have lost 6 wickets.
Boy, oh boy, what's going on? Captain Mandari just offering. The ball did have some bounce, but he should have navigated it well. Was an easy catch eventually for the fielder at the first slip position. And after the departure of Captain Mandari, Nepal 56 for 6.
Catch! The big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHome छुट्टै छ है
ओए तान्छोको आमा यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउँछ हो
के बोल्छ यो लिम्बुने कहाँ भैँसी कहाँ सुँगुर
सुँगुर खोरमा भैँसी गोठमा कहाँ हुनु र बाजे
Well, this is all the makings of a low-scoring thriller. This is not 150 above par total pitch. It really isn't. We have just seen a bit of lunacy creep in, and somehow Nepal have got themselves in all sorts of bother. They still need more than 100 to win. 102 more runs required. Huge credit to Neil Rock, the captain. After that boundary Bandari hit in the over, easily could have taken out the slips, stopped attacking. He kept them in, and what's more now, he's got 3 in place. And really, this partnership between Bashir Ahmed, who's very much capable, and Kamal Singh Airi, who can provide some lower order runs, this has to be the one. There's not a huge amount to come for Nepal.
It isn't, but when only 4 wickets remain, when you're chasing 158, you still have 100 runs to go. I think this is a big ask from this Nepal A side, and somebody like Canal should realize, Andrew, that this kind of opportunities, they do not come often. He got that start. He was looking so very good. He played some really good looking shots, some classy shots as well, but good looking boundaries won't keep you in the team. You'll need big scores.
And that one's just crept through the gloves of Doheny, who's been really good. Going to be 4 freebies. We'll bring it under 100 required to win. 4 buys to the total.
Lucky runs here for Nepal, but the approach of this Nepal A side, their batting approach has been nothing short of preposterous. They've lost wickets. They were 35 for none. Awkward bounce, you'll have to say. Just pitch in front of the keeper. He'll rock. 4 buys.
Well, that's going to round out maybe the most remarkable power play in any 50 overs contest I've ever seen. 60 runs, 6 wickets. It's all been happening. Nepal in trouble. 60 for 6.
Namaskar, Ma, Miss Nepal, Miss DHI, Sricha Pradhan, wishing you all a happier home.
DHI, happier home. Chuttai cha hai. Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Okay, power play.
Well, if you look at what's to come, Sachin, Rijan Dakal, I suspect, will be at 9, Mausam Dakal, and then just Shahab Alam. It really is 3 out-and-out bowlers to come. Kamal Singh Airi rates his own batting and will back himself, but it's on these two. 40 overs remain. Still, the shots are coming. Just have to question the mindset with which Nepal batters have played. They've had a collective moment of madness over the last 5 overs.
They have, and you'll have to question their approach. You're only chasing 158, and this is not a T20 game. You can understand that sometimes going into a 50 overs contest after a T20 match can be difficult. The adjustment can be a little tough. But you're representing Nepal A. As the great Saurav Ganguly said, there is a bit more than just batting and bowling to cricket. It's using your mind.
Just had a bit of a brain implosion, haven't they? I'm not blaming any one person, just think collectively, the exception of maybe Arif Sheikh, who did get a good ball. The rest of the team definitely question their shot selection. Even Bino Bandari could have possibly left that one. It's a funny old game, and there's so much time for it to twist and turn again. Ireland Wolves heavy favourites. They get one in the next 5 overs. I think they'll win. But if this 7th wicket partnership between these two that is capable could just bat some time, bat 10 or 15 overs, might be game on yet again. Bashir Ahmed is just going to keep playing the way he likes to play. It was tossed up, heaved over long on. The first maximum for him.
Counter-attack this from Bashir Ahmed. It was bowled really full. Had plenty of flight in that delivery as well from Humphries. He doesn't care. The wicket column is looking to go after the bowling. I'm not sure if that's the right approach at this point of time, but he also has this thing in mind that the players to follow are not known for their batting abilities at all.
I'll tell you something, Sachin, it's a brave shot. The reason why, if he mishits that and he's caught it long mid-on, he's inside the circle. The head coach Guy Endramala would be furious. There's still a shot to ball here. You don't need to score off every ball. Required run rate is not a factor. I don't mind maybe one stroke of aggression. He has forced a field change. Leg slips come out. He's come into a catchy mid-wicket, and mid-on is right on the edge of the 30-yard circle now. I think that's going to turn too much. Sharp turn, going to miss the leg stump.
You could sense Bassett wanted to go after Humphries and this delivery as well. So the intent has been aggressive still. Now you'd want to question if that's the right approach. Shot this time. No problem here. A boundary. So against the runner play, they've got 12 runs in this Humphries over. The score is 72 for 6.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, ding ding bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
Ben White, definitely one of the standouts of the tour for Ireland, no doubt about that, alongside the likes of Neil Rock, who's been very good. Fionn Hand has been in the wickets. And now Liam McCarthy making a big statement today. The shot of ball continues. Don't mind those two shots into the leg side. He is hitting with the spin. They have to be so careful about preserving those wickets too. What can the leg spinner do? Bashir Ahmed, you suspect that he doesn't have a huge amount of faith in, well, maybe a bit in Kamal Singh Ari, but what's to come?
I believe that. And that's also a reason why Bashir Ahmed wants to ensure that the runs keep flowing. Full this time, it's a no ball. Well, something is happening every over. The crowd getting excited, it's a free hit.
Almost feel like I need to do a public service announcement. This is not a T20 contest. If you're tuning in at home, we saw 3 cracking T20s. It's 50 overs aside. Free hit to come. Oh, God, he gets away with that one. Could have gone anywhere. Kamal Singh Ari didn't pick up the length. He tried to go quicker. Bowled it into the surface, but that could have been smashed for 4. 50 overs per side. That's why the required run rate is about 2 runs per over. Now the keeper's missed it. It's going to be the second 4 byes of just 12 overs. Something's happening every delivery here.
It's really interesting, this approach of the Nepali batters. They're acting as if they have to complete this match before the 20th over. It's a 50 overs match. That missed the keeper, the slip fielder.
Just trying to, I think it might have been given as runs. Maybe the umpire felt there was an under edge. Good googly from White. Oh, I thought it was byes on first viewing, but given as 4 to Kamal Singh Ari.
It's something about this TU ground. We had a very low scoring CWC tournament. Down the ground only will be a single, and then followed by a high scoring T20 contest again. And then we have a 50 overs match in which Ireland A only could manage 157. So we have more runs in T20s than ODI in this ground.
It's nothing to do with the surfaces in this series. Maybe a little bit in February and early March it was. It was a very, very cold start to the spring, so the surfaces after the heavy usage in the PM Cup were tough in the ODIs. They came to life then in the T20s in a big way. Jan Nicol Lofty-Eaton in particular. There's nothing wrong with these pitches here, just some strange batting. 12 overs bowled, 78 for 6.
DHI Happier Home. Today sahay.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Well, that is the runworm after 12 overs. Nepal are the bottom one. Excuse me, Ireland Wolves are the bottom one. They were only 2 wickets down. Just trying to make sense of these. First time seeing these graphics. And you can see there's plenty of big overs. Decided to dispense with the protective equipment, so short leg and silly point out of play. This is going to be given. I just wondered, was it going to angle down? The umpire thinks not. It needed to grip. Humphries was convinced, almost ran off with a celeb appeal, and Kamal Singh Ari is the latest to fall.
I think the ball would have hit the leg stick. Let's have a look at this in the replay. Just straightened a bit, did it? I think that would hit the leg stick. So yeah, good decision this by the umpire. Humphries knew it straight away. He was already celebrating, in fact. And there is that slow finger. Another wicket for Ireland. Kamal Singh Ari goes only for 6 of 11 deliveries. Now Nepal in deep, deep trouble. 78 for 7.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है
नयाँ अध्याय नयाँ जिम्मेवारी नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ उच्च सोच एउटै छ आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
ओए तान्छोको आमा यो सुँगुरको लिदी गनाउँदैन भने
बाजेलाई भैँसीको गोबर गनाउ.
Well, remarkable scenes at the TU. This ground keeps serving up unforgettable and memorable moments. Humphries now has 3 to his name. Humphries was convinced, wasn't he? The LBW decision went in his favour. Now, the big problem for Nepal is it's Shahab Alam, it's Rijan Dakal, and it's Mausam Dakal left. So you would suspect that Bashir Ahmed is really going to have to do something very special to get Nepal even close to this target. Remarkable set of circumstances.
80 runs to go. Ireland still have 80 runs to defend, so it's going to be a tough ask from this young Nepali tailenders. 2 dhakals to come after Shahab Alam. Nearly caught in through his defense. Tremendous bowling this by Humphries.
I think Neil Rock deserves a huge amount of praise for the way in which he's captained. Okay, he probably got one given to him by Dev Canal when it was 35 for none, but from there, he's been all out attack, hasn't he? So often you'll see captains go through the motions here, barely have a slip in place. He's done the opposite. He's been very, very proactive. Fielders have constantly been shifting. And even if they're not actually the ones that take the catches, it just puts the doubt into the batters' minds. That was particularly apparent with the Arif Sheikh dismissal. Second slip had just come into play and he feathered an edge through to the keeper. Really good captaincy from Ireland and Neil Rock. 13 bowled, it's a wicket maiden. 78 for 7.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर.
Well, look at those dismissals. 904096. It's plus 977, the dialing code here in Nepal, but it's not far off it. 26 for Dev Canal. Very little else to cheer. What can Bashir Ahmed do? He really is the last hope. He's played that really nicely. Gets on top of the bounce and carves it away for 4.
There's only one way Bashir can go from here now. When you cannot trust your partners, you'll have to go after the bowling. Still 72 more runs, 76 more runs to win from here. There's a short, wide, plenty of time, and he played really well. In fact, it was difficult to get on top of the bounce created by that extra height of Ben White. Cuts towards the point area, a dodge delivery. You mentioned the captaincy of Neil Rock, Lenny. I think there was only one way he could have won it from here. His team could have won it from here. Four of the first ball, two dot deliveries.
Yeah, I think that's Conor Thapa there, ex-minister, one of our guests. The VVIP box. Always get plenty of political support, don't you, here for the cricket team. It really, over recent years, you'll know much better than I will, but it's become the big show in town, isn't it, cricket?
Absolutely, because of the success of the national team. The fan following has increased. The government now has started supporting the cricket team more than ever.
Just short of the mid-wicket fielder. It doesn't seem to be just the national government as well. All the kind of different municipalities, all the regions are getting right behind it.
Cricket is, I believe, still, cricket has that contention to be the most popular sport in the country. Football, I believe, is a whisker ahead of cricket. Down the ground, good shot. Brilliant pickup. This will be 2 extra runs for Nepal. The score, it'll only be 1, in fact, 84 for 7 after 14.
खुशी रहन केही गर्नु पर्दैन बस कामहरुको बोझ बोक्ने साथीभाइ पुग्छ DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas Care.
Shahab Alam bowled beautifully. What can he do with the bat? He needs to provide Bashir Ahmed some support. Don't think he needs to be thinking about scoring many of the 74 runs that are required. He might see it differently. It's a lovely cover drive, isn't it? Just slightly over-pitched. He's a left-arm spinner himself. Elegantly between the gap between extra cover and mid-off for 4.
You didn't expect this from Shahab Alam. This was an expansive drive. Lovely. He's teaching his top order batters how to do it. You don't have to slug everything. Let me show you how to do. That's what Shahab Alam says.
There's a few kind of bemused looks on the Irish fielders' faces, some of their body language. Not because things are going badly for them. They're going to take on the quick single, does just get home. Wants the second, they're going to take the second too. But I just don't think they can believe what they're seeing in terms of the continued aggression from the Nepal batters.
That hasn't changed at all, Lenny. They've looked to counter-attack the Irish bowlers despite losing wickets at regular intervals. There was no chance. Shahab ran the first one really hard, and then the overthrow allowed them to come back for the second run.
Yeah, good. It'll be the last time I say it because I'm having a break after this over. This is not a T20 game. It's a 50 overs per side contest. If you tuned in, you might look and go, okay, they need 68 off 6. The shots that they're playing, every ball, feels like a T20 game. They've got 35 overs to bat here, Sachin.
Wonder if that's the instruction coming out from the dugout. Head coach Kahan Ramallah will certainly talk to his batters after this match. regardless of the result.
That's the quicker one. Good variations from Humphries, very nearly cannons into off stump.
The crowd made to go silent by this wonderful bowling display by Ireland Wolves.
Yeah, I don't think they can quite believe what they've just witnessed, to be honest. Ireland have had a few moments of chaos. They're going to run the single, will get there. They've had 3 real massive moments of chaos, haven't they, when they've bowled with Nepal batting, in terms of their runs just coming at a ridiculous rate in the T20s. This has been Nepal's moment of madness with the bat.
They've lost 7 wickets for 91. They were 35 for none. And after the fall of that first wicket, Dev Canal's wicket, it has been brilliant comeback from the Ireland Wolves. Can Nepal manage the remaining runs? So dot delivery to end this over. 7 runs coming off it, and after 15, 91 for 7.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर।
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
खुशी बाँडेरै बढ्छ यही त हो खास सम्बन्धको मिठास DHI ह्याप्पियर होम छुट्टै छ है
नयाँ अध्याय नयाँ जिम्मेवारी नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै पञ्चतत्वलाई राखी साक्षी आफ्नो बाटो आफै पहिल्याउँदै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै अझ बृहत अझ परिष्कृत अझ अग्रगामी भई लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ हर अवरोधहरूलाई चुनौती दिने उच्च सोच एउटै छ आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ नयाँ अध्याय नयाँ जिम्मेवारी नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ उच्च सोच एउटै छ आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading Digni of Nepal, specializing in software development, IT consultant management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech.
Coconut. कोकोनट नेभीको कोकोनट मैले सधैँ खाने बिस्कुट ताजा ताजा रहेछ कोकोनट स्वस्थकर पनि जय होस् कोकोनट मिल्दो जुल्दो प्याकेटसँग झुकिनु होला खाँदाखेरि सधैँ नेभीको कोकोनट नै रोज्नु होला
नेभीको हेल्दी फुड हेल्दी मुड
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer. Free 5G राउटर का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा. Catch the big offer now.
Well, then drinks have been taken. 91-7 the score. If you have just tuned in, Nepal are struggling, chasing this target of 158 posted by Ireland A. 157 is what they managed, losing all their 10 wickets. Nepal already struggling, and Mays comes into the attack for the very first time. Nearly went through his defense, and very lucky this time, Shahab Alam. How did the ball miss the stumps?
Well, it missed everything, Sachin. It missed the bat, the stumps, and the wicket-keeper's gloves as well. And all the way for a boundary. Welcoming runs for Nepal at this very tough time.
Meanwhile, Nepal and Shahab Alam will take runs no matter how they come. Takes a single. Shahab Alam playing better than many of the top order batters. This is looking to drive the ball if the length is there, and he is also taking singles, in fact stealing singles. That shows how poorly did Nepal's top order and the middle order play today.
Well, the two openers went off to a good start. Since then, the whole of the team till now fell like a house of cards, as I earlier mentioned.
And meanwhile, I think this is a good decision. They'll come back for the second run. Very, very good running this. I think this is a very good decision from Captain Rock to bring in his pacer. Both Alam and Ahmed, they were looking comfortable against the spin. Flicked off his thigh pads. And brilliant judging of the run as well. Brilliantly run, 2 runs.
They look comfortable taking the second one as well. Oh, well bowled this time. The Nepal still has hopes. They've been able to restrict their opponent for 157 runs. That's something they can look up ahead.
We had 3 high-scoring thrillers in the T20s. Do we have one low-scoring thriller in the first match of this one-day series between Nepal and Ireland Wolves? I still believe Wolves on top. Comes down the track. Had to change his shot eventually. Mace realized that Ahmed had walked down, in fact, jumped out of his crease and then bowled the ball a bit shorter.
Well, the thing with Nepal's batting today is they haven't done a good shot selection. They've given away catches very easily. That has been their problem. And these two, maybe, just maybe, they're the last hope. Shahab Alam and Ahmed at the non-strikers end.
Cut very late. Will be a single to end the first over of Tom Mays. The score 100 for 7.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paulus 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps or 300 Mbps को yearly subscription mat big discount साथ में free 5G router.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
Exactly 100 scored by Nepal. But the problem for them is they've lost far too many wickets for their liking. 16 overs gone. This is not a T20 match. They still have plenty of overs to go. In fact, the required run rate 1.71. But can they hold on? This is very good batting. Wonderful batting by Shahab Alam. He's improved as a batter. Shahab is playing according to the merit of the deliveries. Taking singles. Got a very stylish looking boundary too.
They have to keep these singles coming. The best part is they've kept the run rate high, 6.25 at the moment. Just require around 2 runs and over, and that's not a difficult task. Even if you have just even 2 or maybe 1 wicket in hand, you can play that safe. Came inside. Humphries bowling wonderfully well. Took 2 wickets in his first over.
This partnership now 23 runs and 15 of them scored by Shahab Alam. Comes down the track, plays with the turn. Not enough at all, and Bashir Ahmed has been dismissed. And as Bashir walks back to the dugout, I very much think that that is the fall of the last hope for Nepal as well. 8 down for 101. Was it necessary? Was it necessary? He'll have to go back and explain it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It just required not even 2 runs and over, and this is what you do. It's talking about the soft selection of the players, the batters of Nepal. Sachin, it hasn't been good today. Lack of patience. Need to hold your nerves. You could have become a hero this point. Bashir Ahmed departs for 20 of 21. Nepal 101 for 8.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paunhos 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
भटकटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो. तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है के पनि.
A very sorry looking scorecard this for Nepali. If you are a Nepal fan, you'd be really disappointed with the shot selection, and the worst I feel among all of them is that shot selected by Bashir Ahmed to get himself out. I mentioned he got himself out because that was a poor shot selection. Rizan Dakal bowled decently today. Now, can the 9th wicket produce the partnership that's needed for Nepal to win it from here? Oh, the turn. Humphries now 4 for 22.
Well, as they say, this man's loss is another man's fortune. Rizan Dakal, who's been good with the ball, now doesn't need to go for the big shots, just need to rotate those singles, and that's the easiest job when it comes to batting in cricket, isn't it?
I absolutely agree, Avash, because Shahab Alam has shown much more maturity than many of the top order batters. Came down the track, tried to go with the turn. No proper connection and an easy catch eventually. So 2 bowlers in the Irish side. They picked 4 wickets each, Liam McCarthy and Matthew Humphries. 2 bowlers sharing 4 wickets each in the fallen 8 wickets. 17 gone, 102 for 8.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paunhos 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
So 56 needed of 198. You'd imagine this must be really easy for Nepal, eh? But the problem is they only have 2 wickets to go. And the batters they have in hand are not renowned for their batting abilities at all.
I don't know, Sachin, I'm getting those test match vibes, and especially in the last day. You have lots of overs remaining, but wickets are worries. The target is in touching distance. We've seen in the early overs how Ireland A fielded slips in place, short leg, and whatnot.
So the Irish captain wants to finish it off with Delaney. I thought he'd be looking to bring Fionn Hand, because Fionn Hand loves cleaning up the tail. Good front foot defense. Technically very correct.
Typical test match defense. I'm telling you, I'm getting test match vibes on this game, Sachin. But the thing here is, Regent Thakal can become the hero. Get into the headlines of the back pages. Just need to get those singles and protect his wicket.
Delaney, meanwhile, no pressure at all for him. He's bowling the 18th over of the innings. Very capable with the ball, can bring the ball back in. He's got a sharp googly too. Well bowled and really well played. Every run being cheered by the crowd.
Now, this is wise cricket from Regent Thakal. And even if they waste 100 deliveries on dot balls, they still have a game in hand, Nepal. But the big question is, do these two batsmen have the patience just rotating the strike, just getting those singles and twos? In the process, a boundary or six will definitely come. But looking at the wickets in hand, it all should be singles and twos from this moment on.
And there were no real monsters on the track, Avash. It's just poor shot selection. They looked in a hurry, which is not understandable at all. Shahab, meanwhile, has shown some defensive skills with the bat. 18 gone, 8 down for 103.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, chill गर.
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bang.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, chill गर.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Paunनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
So 103 for 8. Nepal were 35 for none, chasing 158. Defended really well. They can take as many as deliveries as they want, unlike the players on your screen who hurried for nothing, and they put their team into a dire situation. 103 for 8. Down the ground, takes a single. Easy peasy, that's the way to go.
Well, that's the simplest of the equations. 54 runs required now. 2 important wickets in hand. This is the kind of cricket we want to see and we're witnessing at the moment. Just pushed it down the ground. Show the full face of the bat. Good running as well. That's the perfect ingredient that they need from here on.
There's a mix-up. But fortunately for Shahab Alam, Ncell went on with the run. He realized that the fielder was still wide from where the ball was hit. And they have run another quick run. Shahab is showing some real good technique with the bat.
Some hesitation there, but no harm's done.
So can this pair put in a big partnership? Plenty is still for the Irish bowlers to defend. Humphries 4 for 25 of 6.3. Very, very well bowled. We've seen some really good performances with the ball. Kamal Singh Aidi got a hat-trick today. And this dugout, they'd be very, very relaxed.
To a limit, I guess. These two batsmen are posing a problem at the moment. And look at that, Rizan Thagalji just loving his life out there, playing the defenses. You don't get to see much in limited overs cricket these days. Proper defensive shots.
End of the 19th, 105 for 8.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
पावर्ड बाई DHI छुट्टै छ है।
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के साह्रो आशे बाबु, तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
So Delaney will bowl the second over of his. He's bowled his 1 over, 1 run given. Offered plenty of flight, and Shahab is looking really strong towards the offside. He's slicing his bat, but he's been in total control of the delivery. And Rizan has played 12 balls, has stayed there, and that's what was required right from the start. Staying there was the key to win this match. Target only 158. Easily dealt with.
Well, that has to be the strategy now. And I think the instruction from the captain and the coach is clear. Just to rotate the strike. Keep rotating the strike. Get maybe 3-4 runs of singles every over. That's just the need of the hour. It's basic cricket at the moment. Considering there's 2 wickets in hand.
Against the run of flow, Shahab Alam's come down the track and strikes one right on the roof of the commentary box. This surprised everybody in the ground. Shahab Alam showcasing his hitting abilities as well.
See Sachin, this is what I was talking about. You keep rotating those singles, and at a point you get those kind of loose deliveries that you can go and smash it.
Lovely, Gareth.
I doubt that was the right ploy though, Avash, because long off was out. If he was not able to time it well, and it was not a bad delivery either. He came down the track, got to the pitch of the delivery.
He's got to hold his nerves now. Might commit a mistake.
Yes, well done,
wonderful. This is what we're getting to see, a proper game of cricket now.
Well, guys.
This is the reason I think it's the right time to bring in Fionn Hand. Because Shahab Alam is dealing with the spinners rather easily. Uppish this time. Will it go to the boundary? Yes, it does. A 6 and a boundary in this over. This gets the crowd cheering. 12 runs coming off it. Expensive over under the circumstances after 20, 117 for 8.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
Powered by DHI छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु।
So this match swinging like a pendulum. Before this over, it was pressure on Nepal, and this shot, this boundary, he got the gap very, very perfectly.
Just lifted it over the fielder.
I'm sure the coaches will have a discussion of bringing Shahab Alam to the top of the order, because he's showing great technique, and he can well boast that. He can also say that shot, that 6 in the previous over was a calculated risk now, because he got the result in his favor.
Region on strike, and we definitely know what he's going to do.
Good delivery this, Humphries. Some worried Irish faces now. Just a hint of turn this time. Well defended, very, very well defended. Can this pair do it for Nepal? Rizan Dhakal. He has all the time in the world. He can just settle himself down there.
Oh, just look at that. Beautiful. It's coming from the middle of the bat. This is interesting, Sachin. Alam is going for the big runs, and Region is just protecting his wicket. Not even going for a single, not risking that.
So 4 dot deliveries to start with. Avas, this match still on. That's what we believe. We'd like to believe 41 required of 29.2 overs. The only problem Nepal have right now are only 2 wickets remain. And Mausam Dhakal to follow after this. Chipped it. In the air, kid. To the fielder at cow corner. Will only be a single.
Region finally going for a single in the 5th delivery of the over. One more to go. Shahab Alam will look for a single, and I think that's what he should do. Not risk anything extra.
Fires this one in, has taken the outside edge. The ball is racing towards the boundary. Well done there. James McCallum cuts it off. Will be 2 runs. 2 important runs to end this Humphries over. Nepal are 120 for 8.
अब धेरै नसोच यार, चिल गर।
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै, चिल गर।
Powered by DHI छुट्टै छ है।
भटघटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है केही पनि।
For a moment, Neil Rock had given the ball to Delaney, but then he realized that he had to bring his fast bowler Fionn Hand back into the attack, because Shahab Alam has looked really, really comfortable with the spinners, against the spinners. This was off the outside edge, took 2 important runs.
There was a bit of a fumble while collecting the ball by the fielder, and they take 2 runs in the last delivery of the last over. It's important for Ireland A to get a wicket here.
Flicked well. They're coming back for the second run. Will this be tight? Desperate tight this from Ncell. He wants to win this match along with his partner Shahab Alam. He actually did really well to get that Yorker.
Have a look at that again. Good running by the two batsmen.
A better throw probably would have had Ncell in trouble. Now 36 required. Run rate not a problem at all. Can they hold the remaining 2 wickets on? 21 of 29, this partnership. This has been a very important partnership. Not in terms of how many runs they've scored, but they have managed to survive this attack from the Ireland side. 9th wicket partnership, 21 of 29. Wanted to run again. Ncell will have to be careful. They do not need that at all.
They need singles, but not those risky ones. A good partnership being built between these two batsmen. Of all people, it's Ncell who's making it difficult for the bowlers of Ireland at the moment, along with Shahab Alam. He's come back well.
Bad line this from Fionn Hand. Allowing easy singles to Nepal won't help their cause of defending this target. 34 required now. Every run will be cheered by the crowd. Every run so very important. They need 35. There are plenty of overs. Just over 1 and over required. Tries to play it late. Appeal, half-hearted appeal this from Fionn Hand. The umpire not interested at all.
The crowd is happy. Good over this, looking at the asking rate. We've already got 3 runs in this over. Shahab Alam, maybe he wants to take a single in the last delivery, keep that strike with him. Missed it.
Attempt of another Yorker, another one that's drifting down, another one that has been flicked, and another one that produces 2 runs for the Nepali side. They're gaining some momentum now. 5 runs of this over of Fionn Hand, 22 gone, 125 for 8.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
डबल मज्जा प्याक पाउनुहोस् डबल डाटा भ्यालिडिटी नसकिँदै गरेको हरेक खरिदमा मात्र रु 150 देखि सुरु.
So 26 for Dev Canal, and who is the highest scorer of this innings? It's Shahab Alam.
Right at the bottom there, Shahab Alam. Now this is why we love this game of cricket, don't we? Dev Canal did his job to a limit. Shouldn't have lost his wicket. Let's look at the fall of wickets at the start. First fell at 35 and then it all came down like a house of cards. And since that 7th wicket, they've been able to restrict the wickets fall. That's it.
And Humphries, he wants his 5th wicket. Only 2 bowlers managing to pick up wickets. It has been that kind of day. And the Nepal A's shot selection has been an issue. Shahab Alam 31 of 27, Ncell at the strike. showing some really classy front foot defenses. Top order batters, this is how you do it. You don't swing your bat at everything that comes.
Just look at that. Another dot ball. And for every dot ball, they are cheering their team.
Four dot deliveries. The dot deliveries won't hurt Nepal. They have plenty of overs. Can these two survive till the very end before they take their team to this target of 158? Has been a low scoring thriller. Very confidently played as well. The two tail-enders, they're not looking to be bothered at all by the situation.
It's a game of complete team performance, isn't it? The Nepali bowlers have done their part, hence it has been a bit easy for the batsmen to chase down a low total.
Well left, a maiden. That won't hurt Nepal at all. 125 for 8 after 23.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहाउने बजे के सारा आशी बाबु तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु
तेरो छातीभरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ
Well, what a remarkable clash we've seen here. I'm not sure a single person would have anticipated what's happened over the last 90 minutes or so in Nepal. We're 35 for none. But they're still fighting, they're still scrapping, they're staying alive in this contest thanks to what is now the highest score in the innings from Shahab Alam. And these two sides, I don't think either knows how to die. Which way is this going, Avash?
Well, I have no idea. 2 wickets or those runs that needs to be put on the board. The partnership of 25 or 40 deliveries.
Now, might just be missing leg. Fyunhan doesn't agree, but he has to concede. It could have been just nipping down. Good delivery, angling back in. Did it do just that little bit too much?
Now this is going to put the batsman into back foot. Yeah, that's going to drift down the leg stump. This time, Vijan Takal given a warning. He has to be conscious. He has to be careful.
Wants the single, gonna get it. Really good running, well judged by Vijan Takal. He's playing a good hand too.
He's doing absolute best at the moment. Coming in as a tail-ender. Just rotating that strike. Look at that figures, 9 of 30 deliveries. 2 runs already in this over. 2 important wickets or 31 odd runs. What are we going to see first?
Oh, could this be a chance? No, it's not going to carry, and then he's run around it. Oh, it's all happening out there. Matthew Humphries gets done by the spin. End results a single. Shahab Alam didn't know where he was. The periscope went up.
He left his bat up. That shouldn't have done. Just look at that. Ah, lucky. Falls in the no man's land. 2 fielders trying to get to the ball. How many times have we seen that in cricket?
Well, gets the single. So close. Humphries just completely misjudged it. Now down the leg side. What's this flicked? Nothing at all, says the umpire. Fyunhan can't believe it. It's given as a wide, insult to injury. The home crowd love it. Fionn Han thought he had the breakthrough. Instead, it's another run to the total.
He was already off for a celebration. The replay will be interesting. Already got 4 runs in this over.
Well, this might be a good angle if the non-striker doesn't get in the way. Oh, now that, to me, looks like there might have been something on it. Hard to tell. Fionn Han is still remonstrating. He's still arguing. Neil Rock, I think he's kept a much better control of his players today. Things got very heated in some of the T20s. Difficult to control the big man, though, isn't it, Fionn Han?
Last delivery. Another one, and it lands safe. Oh, in trouble.
Oh, direct hit would have been gone, and you're not going to believe this. Listen to these cheers. Oh, nearly 4 freebies, 2 freebies instead. Only one word can describe it out there. Carnage. Pure carnage. Brilliant bowling, I have to say, from Hand. Fiery, aggressive. He's done Ridge and Dackle, all ends up. He didn't actually know where he was. He was staggering around, punch drunk out there.
That was the right thing to do by the fielder, trying to go for that wicket. Would have gone if it was a direct hit, but instead went for some extra runs. Good fielding there, saved a boundary. Every run is important. So are the wickets. For now, the Ireland A have forgotten how they've performed with the ball, and they have been restricted of taking the wickets. Just 2 required now.
We've got a break in play because the physio is on to treat Ridge and Dackal. It might have been a blow to the glove. It's Lakendra Kunwar, the Nepal team physio, is printed on and off. Here's that one given as a wide. Hard to tell from that angle. I wonder if just the normal angle might show. Was there a bit of glove? They were absolutely convinced. Fionn Han didn't even look back. He was off in celebration. The airplane was out.
He was completely convinced that the ball has nicked the gloves.
Well, if this series is anything to go by, just put it in the diary. Let's do it each year. Bring them back. Bring the senior side back. Get the Ireland full team here. Bring Paul Sterling here. Harry Tector. Josh Little. Imagine Josh Little playing here at the TU.
And why not under the lights?
Oh God, there's the dream. Stop teasing me. What an over. Enthralling, another mix-up. Throw won't come in this time. Somehow, Dackal and Alam have survived. And it's 27 runs required to win. 131 for 8.
अब धेरै नसोच यार चिल गर
Bing bang bing, bing bing bang, bam bam bam.
गर्मी त चढ्छ नै चिल गर 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली
पावर्ड बाई DHI छुट्टै छ है
27 required to win. Big over this one because it's going to be Matthew Humphries' final chance to influence the game with the ball. He's got 4 for 28 from his 9. He's been exceptional. Bowled really nicely. I think many Irish fans thought that senior international debut might have just come a little soon. Debuted him as a teenager in Bangladesh, not an easy place to play, but you could see his rich potential today. And we're building up to another classic finish. Who's it going to be? 27 needed, 2 wickets for Ireland. When he takes the bait, it was tossed up and it's hammered away. Shahab Alam, oh you little beauty, playing a very special innings here. There's a shot of ball continuing. 4 more kicked off the total, 23 required now.
That's what he's been doing. He's been rotating the singles, and for every loose delivery, he's going for it. This is some kind of batting every youngsters need to see. An innings consisting of patience, perseverance, and experience.
The thing I like about that stroke, though, he's playing with the spin. Okay, yes, he's taking the risk of hitting it over the head of the 2 fielders in the covers, but it was flighted up. It was tossed up by Humphries. It is again, but a shorter length this time. Just the 3 fielders on the leg side. That's the control with which Humphries is bowled. Great credit to Fionn. That last over was fiery. He got the idea right. Bounce out numbers 9 and 10. Get the 9th wicket. Make it one more good one you need.
And came the closest to a wicket in his previous over. Current partnership, 34 runs of 48 deliveries. Required just 23 runs now. Still 2 wickets intact. Don't need to bother about the overs or the deliveries to go.
Flatter this time. Really mixed up his pace nicely, isn't he? Tall young man. Very bright man. Certainly can make the comparison to someone like a Daniel Vettori. He's a thinking cricketer, isn't he, Matthew Humphries?
Well, absolutely. He's conceded a boundary in his first delivery of this over. Since then, he's come back well. Shahab Alam needs to keep his temptation down.
Yeah, this is tossed up, man at long off. He may well have given it away. Oh no! Would you believe what he's done? 2 balls left of Humphries. Such bright bowling. He tosses it up, long offs out there, and Shahab Alam just could not resist the bait. He bit it hard. Matthew Humphries has 5 for.
I'm just telling you about it. It's all about the temptation. Humphries wonderfully bowled. He was tempting the batsman to play this kind of shot, and again the wrong shot selection for the batter. Goes down the throat for the fielder. Easy catch. Look at that. Big wicket for Ireland. Now they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And it's Shahab Alam gone for 37 of 34 deliveries. Nepali 135 for 9.
पहिला यो नरिवल होइन कोकोनट कोकोनट नेभीको कोकोनट मैले सधैँ खाने बिस्कुट ताजा ताजा रहेछ कोकोनट स्वस्थकर पनि छ जय होस् कोकोनट मिल्दो जुल्दो प्याकेटसँग झुक्किनु होला खाँदाखेरि सधैँ नेभीको कोकोनट नै रोज्नु होला
नेभीको healthy food, healthy mood.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Well, Shahab Alam, what have you done? You did all the hard work. Shouldn't really have been his job, should it? But to go alongside his excellent bowling figures of 2 for 21, 37 he got to, and he couldn't resist. Just 2 more balls. Just needed to keep Humphries out. And now 2 slips come into play. It's just the last man, the leg spinner Mausam Dakal at number 11. Could Humphries make it a sensational 6 for? Oh, he nearly does. Just the outside edge of the bat keeps Dakal alive. We're only halfway through this second innings in theory. It could end in just 1 delivery. Nepal 135 for 9.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. Pound was 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps for 300 Mbps को yearly subscription mat big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Powered by DHI. छुट्टै छ है.
Valley Cold Store बनाउँछ healthy family.
Well, it all comes down to the last pair. There's the man of the moment, Matthew Humphries. Quite sensational. 10 overs, 3 maidens, 5 for 32. He's ended up with, and he's got a smile as broad as the sun on his face, and you can understand why. What a piece of bowling. 44 dots in those 10 overs.
Wonderful. 5 wickets. Could have gotten more. Hands come out to bowl. In the previous over, he almost had a wicket. He can finish things off. 23 required now.
Yeah, you have to give Humphries such credit. So the very first ball of the over, he tossed up a similar delivery. Problem was it was a little bit wide outside the off stump, and he went inside out over extra. This time he tossed it up again. Shahab Alam, well, you talk about fishing for a wicket. That's the prime example there. Oh no, I said, what have you done?
Absolutely. Took the elevation but not the distance. Humphries delighted. That wicket, an important big wicket.
Now every run of these 23 that are required there's nearly a run out. Is there an overthrow? No, there's not. After you, now after me. Now it's hit the batter. Now they're going to try run another overthrow. It could be it. Oh, there. Game over. The Wolves have won by 21 runs. They will get the single. They won't get the second. To be honest, they shouldn't have been running because it was deflected off the batter. Maybe a lesson learned there for Nepal. And in just 25 overs or so, Nepal have been routed and bowled out for 136. They will get the single. They won't get any more. And the Irish Wolves take a 1-0 lead in the series.
That was absolutely not required. Absolutely not required.
This hits the batter, watch. I think it does. It's at the stumps.
Oh, it's the stumps and it goes the other way. And now they want to take a run. It was absolutely not. Oh, they collided.
Yeah, that was the problem. Actually, I have to take back what I said. I thought it hit the batter's back leg, in which case they shouldn't have been running. It's something you don't do. Instead, it was a deflection off the stumps. Rock was complaining because he feels he was distracted, but it was a direct hit. Ireland have pulled the game out of the fire. Another one for the ages, a classic to start the 50-over series. I really don't know how Nepal have lost this game, but huge credit to Ireland. Great character they've shown to battle back from 35 for none. And that 9th wicket partnership with Shahab Alam and Rijan Dakal that looked like it was going to get them over the line. And in the end, it's been Mousam Dakal that's been run out for a duck. And it's a 21-run margin of victory. Warm handshakes between the sides. What an insane, a crazy, a carnaggio of a contest we've witnessed.
Oh, what a game this. Very few times we get to see low-scoring games being this interesting. Nepal able to restrict Ireland A to a very low total. And then getting off to a good start and then losing wickets. Then the tail-enders try to do a turn, but still they lacked those moments. Patience was the key. My friend, it was not the wickets in the end, it was patience that was the key. Shahab Alam, he gave away his wicket and that got the game away. Gyanendra Malla, coach, he's not happy.
I don't think he can believe what he's witnessed. I certainly can't. It was a completely helter-skelter, scattergun approach to the chase after looking so composed and so in control, with Dev Canal and Arjun Kamal guiding the total to 35 for none. Halfway through the power play, a soft dismissal for Canal, and then it was really a pack of dominoes that folded all the way down to Shahab Alam's great rearguard effort that very nearly pulled it out of the fire for Nepal A, but instead they've turned it all around, the Irish Wolves. They collapsed with the bat. You're going to look at the scorecard and think it wasn't a good pitch to play on. It was quite the opposite. We've seen some crazy cricket today, no shortage of drama, and thoroughly entertaining yet again.
Just 3 players, they're doing quite decent job. 4 players reaching the double-figure mark. There was Dev Canal at the start who put up 26 runs of just 22 deliveries, along with Arjun Kamal. Arjun Kamal was there, batting really well, giving good company to Dev Canal. And as they fell, then the team, the middle order started falling like a house of cards until it was Bashir Ahmed along with Shahab Alam. Put on a good partnership, and after Bashir departed, it was Shahab Alam who looked like would take his team across the line. You can see the innings of Nepal A. Dev Canal starting off with style. Then some wonderful boundaries to his name. good start it was for Nepal. Runs were coming from everywhere. Those were extras, those were boundaries and sixes.
At this stage, you felt that maybe Binod Bandari, with all his experience, had come in and just play sensibly. But he was only in there for 6 balls, hit 2 boundaries, and then the occasional bit of help from some extras. Ireland extras count has been through the roof in this tour. 20, 19, 21 in the T20s, 13 more today. Bashir took a bit of a liking to Humphries, picked him up for 2 boundaries in an over. And after this one from Ben White, who really was used very sparingly, surprisingly, just the 2 overs for him. It was all about Shahab Alam, who hit 5 boundaries in his innings at 37.
Well, sometimes a game of cricket is not about just boundaries and sixes. Sometimes it's all about those singles. Not taking risk and patience. So look at that, some of the fine shot played by the Nepalese batsmen. Finally, the 10s for Nepal, they're all out.
Here's a look at the bowling figures now. Avash, 6 bowlers used, just the 1 over for Tom Mays, 2 for Ben White, 2 for Gareth Delaney. But the stars of the show, Liam McCarthy and Matthew Humphries. Fionn Hand's figures probably actually don't do justice to how impactful he was in his second spell. Thought he bowled nicely as that kind of middle overs enforcer, if you will. The run out went alongside it, so the 2 bowlers shared all 9 that the Irish Wolves attack took. And quite brilliant, Matthew Humphries, and indeed Liam McCarthy, bit of an unsung hero today. He was outstanding as well. Highlights. Let's get a look at all 10 of the wickets that fell, as really you're going to question some of these shots you're about to see, Avash.
It was the day of wrong shot selections. That was the first. Dave Canal. Then it just kept coming. Just talking about giving away wicket easily. This game might be the perfect example of that. Some wonderful piece of bowling. Cross the line. Some more unwanted shots played straight in the hands of the fielder. Binod Bandari swinging it to wicket to the slip. Another LBW for Humphries. He's taken 5 wickets. Some more wickets. Important one. This was the most important wicket that closed all hopes for Nepal.
Yeah, that was the big one, wasn't it? Shahab Alam, just when they looked like they were going to get back into it, and then I've never seen a run out like this. They looked for a second off the overthrow, they said no. Then there was another overthrow coming off a direct hit. Neil Rock was complaining to the batter, he thought it struck him, as did I. Then the 2 batters, they collided. Fionn Hand, of all people, to take the bails off. Kate Carmichael jumps into his arms, and the trademark arms to the sky for Fionn Hand as the Irish Wolves go 1-0 up. And that will wrap up our coverage from the game. It's a 21-run victory. Nobody made more than Cade Carmichael's 51 today. Plenty of scattergun cameos from the likes of Dev Canal, Bashir Ahmed. Even Neil Rocks was bright and breezy. But plenty of good bowling performances too. Matthew Humphries, Liam McCarthy and Kamal Singh Ari alongside Shahab Alam, the standouts. A truly crazy day of cricket to get this 50 overs leg of the tour underway. Irish Wolves are 1-0 up. We'll hear from both captains and we'll have all our awards to give out in just a few moments' time. Do come back and join us then.
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer. Free 5G राउटर का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा. Catch the big offer now.
खुसी रहन केही गर्नु पर्दैन, बस कामहरुको बोझ बोक्ने साथीभाइ पुग्छ। DHI ह्याप्पी होम छुट्टै छ है।
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र। तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट, प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश, हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ। 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
नयाँ अध्याय, नयाँ जिम्मेवारी, नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ, उच्च सोच एउटै छ। आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ। तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas care.
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer। फ्री 5G राउटर का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा। Catch the Big Offer now।
के ल्याइदिस् मलाई?
बहने बजे के साह्रो आशी बाबु, तिमीले बोक्न नसक्ने गरी छातीभरि माया ल्याइदिएको छु।
तेरो छाती भरिको मायाले मात्र पेट भरिन्छ?
खुशी बाँडेरै बढ्छ, यही त हो खास सम्बन्धको मिठास। DHI ह्याप्पी होम छुट्टै छ है।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
भटभटे चढ्दिन भनेको बाजेले मरुन्जेल कर गर्यो। तिम्रो बुढीले देखेर रिसायो भने म जान्दिन है केही पनि।
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगाथा एउटै छ।
This episode is brought to you by Vertex Special Technologies, a leading digital company of Nepal, specializing in software development, system management and research. Choose Vertex and ensure your company's tech success.
अब तपाईं पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer। फ्री 5G राउटर का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा। Catch the Big Offer now।
4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
रमाउने तरिका फरक फरक होला, तर मिल्ने खुसी त उस्तै नै हो। DHI ह्याप्पी होम छुट्टै छ है।
सबैजना हुन्छ ह्याप्पी ह्याप्पी। भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली।
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas care.
नयाँ अध्याय, नयाँ जिम्मेवारी, नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ, उच्च सोच एउटै छ। आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ। तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ।
Valley Express. Wow, 50% off. Fried chicken every Friday. Valley Express. Crunch your hunger.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
Chicken koi.
Sorry, sir. Play al.
Powerful, just freezer. यति चिसो कि जे पनि जम्छ. DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र. तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट, प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश, हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ. 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
Catch the big offer from DishHome Fibernet. पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps, 200 Mbps र 300 Mbps को yearly subscription मा big discount साथमा free 5G router.
सुँगुरखोरमा भैँसी गोठमा कहाँ हुनु र बाजे?
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र. तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट, प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश, हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ. 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
अब तपाई पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer. Free 5G router का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा. Catch the big offer now.
खुसी रहन केही गर्नु पर्दैन, बस कामरको बोझ बोक्ने साथीभाइ पुग्छ. DHI Happier Home छुट्टै छ है.
भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर नेपालको एक अग्रगामी कुखुराको मासु प्रशोधन केन्द्र. तपाईले भनेको जस्तो तयारी र मिट, प्री कुक्ड र फ्रोजन चिकन आइटमहरू फ्रेश, हाइजेनिक र बेस्ट क्वालिटीमा पाउन सक्नुहुनेछ. 4 दशकदेखिको अनमोल सम्बन्धलाई जतन गर्दै भ्याली कोल्ड स्टोर बनाउँछ हेल्दी फ्यामिली.
नयाँ अध्याय, नयाँ जिम्मेवारी, नयाँ गन्तव्यलाई आत्मसात गर्दै अटल भई अघि बढ्दै लक्ष्यतर्फ लम्कने अडिग अठोट एउटै छ. उच्च सोच एउटै छ. आजको मजबुत निर्माणले भविष्य सुनिश्चित गर्ने सगरमाथा एउटै छ. तपाईको संरचनालाई जुनी जुनी सुरक्षित राख्ने सिमेन्ट सगरमाथा एउटै छ.
For beauty and health, remember Himalayas Care.
Catch it! अब तपाई पनि क्याच गर्नुहोस् DishHome Fibernet को Catch the Big Offer. Free 5G router का साथ पाउनुहोस् 100 Mbps वार्षिक 7522 मा, 200 Mbps वार्षिक 7788 र 300 Mbps वार्षिक 9912 मा.
Yes, hello and welcome to the post-match presentation for game number 1 of the 50 overs leg of this marvellously entertaining DishHome Fibernet Ireland Wolves tour of Nepal. Well, after 3 high-scoring classics in the T20 leg, we've had a wonderfully entertaining low-scoring thriller as Ireland Wolves have pulled it out of the fire to take a 1-0 lead in the series by 21 runs. We've got 3 awards to give away and we'll hear from both captains, but before we get to that, our first prize is all about the fans. It's the Cricket Association of Nepal Fan of the Day. I'm going to ask Liam McCarthy, the Irish fast bowler, to come up and present it. Give him a round of applause. Liam, well bowled today. You were exceptional. Okay, so our winner of the Fan of the Day, who's going to win this brilliant Ncell sponsored Nepal A jersey, it goes to Mr. Gancham Napore. Up you come. And that is the new sponsor of the Nepal A side, Ncell, and that jersey I think it's going to be popular. Dandavad. Okay, 3 awards to give away. We'll start with the Degree Malia Striker of the Match. This is going to be presented by Mr. Arjun Paudel, board member of Canal and the tournament director. Arjun, great to see you. 7,500 rupees they're going to win. There's plenty of contenders. Good innings today from Neil Rock and Shahab Alam, but the top scorer of the day got our vote. He hit 4 fours in a critical innings. Cade Carmichael is the winner. 51 he made off 77 deliveries, really important knock. And he wins that cheque for 7,500 rupees. Many congratulations, Cade. No interview, Cade, don't worry, you're okay. All right, time for the Mansara Most Valuable Player of the Match. They're too going to receive a cheque for 7,500 rupees. If I could ask Mr. Dhirendra Saud to come up and join me on stage, another board member of the Cricket Association of Nepal. Namaste. Namaste to you. Okay, well, he took a hat-trick, remarkable finish to the innings, finished with 4 for 21. The MVP of the match, it's Kamal Singh Airi. So Kamal will receive his cheque for 7,500 rupees as the Mansara Most Valuable Player of the game. And join Sampal Kami as another one of the Nepal bowlers to pick up a hat-trick on this tour that continues to entertain and enthrall us. Time to speak to both captains, and we'll start with the losing captain today. It's the captain of Nepal A, Binod Bandari. Binod, up you come, mate. Just come in here, my friend. A really crazy game of cricket. Both sides bowled out, and you ended up coming up 21 runs short. Where do you think the game went wrong for you?
अब फर्स्ट इनिङमा अब जस्तो स्टार्ट गरेर थियो हैन, त्यसले गर्दा सेकेन्ड इनिङ चाहिँ त्यस्तो खासै हुन सकेन हैन। ब्याटिङ टप अर्डर ब्याटिङ ब्याट्सम्यानबाट चाहिँ अलिकति निराशै भयो सबैजना हैन, किनकि अब त्यो टप अर्डर ब्याटिङ गर्न चाहिँ सकिनु पर्ने थियो गेम।
Those top order batters were going so well, 35 for none after 5 overs. It looked like you were doing it easily, and then the wickets just tumbled. There was a lot of aggressive shots. Is that something you have to have a think about?
हैन, T20बाट 50 ओभरमा आएछ, अलिकति त्यो देखिहाल्छ हैन। तर कस्तो कि अब जसको लागिरहेछ त्यसले चाहिँ गेम सकाउनु पर्ने थियो खासमा चाहिँ हैन, फिनिश गर्नु पर्ने थियो गेम, त्यो चाहिँ भएन।
You must be delighted with the way the bowlers bowled. Shahab Alam was outstanding. Kamal Singh Airi, I think you took the last 6 wickets for 12 runs. A great bowling and fielding performance.
हैन, बोलिङमा चाहिँ फर्स्ट बोट नै राम्रो भइरहेको थियो हैन, पार्टनरशिप भइरहेको थियो बोलिङमा पनि। अब शाहबले र कमलले चाहिँ राम्रो फिनिश गर्यो।
Okay, finally, this series continues to swing one way and the other. Can you square the series on Friday? Can you give us a decider on Sunday?
अब जित्नलाई नै आउने हो गेम त हैन, अब जित्नु नै पर्छ जसरी पनि।
Best of luck, Binod. Nice to talk to you. Dandavad.
Thank you.
Okay, Binod Bandari, the captain of Nepal A. They are hoping to square that series on Friday. Winning captain time, Neil Rock of the Irish Wolves. Up you come. Across the camera, Neil. Nice to see you. Neil, how have you won that game? I presume at the halfway stage even you didn't really feel as though you could have defended that total. Surely it was well under par.
Yeah, it was probably 40-50 under par. We did feel we did sniff, and it probably goes in par with the whole series. It's been chaotic the whole way through, and thankfully we've won there in the end.
Is this the first game? I think in all 3 of the T20s against Nepal A, even the games you've won, there was complete moments of chaos for your side. Today they seem to have the chaos at their end.
Yeah, I think the second innings we were pretty calm. We held our catches. I thought the guys, especially Liam and Humphries, bowled extremely well, because we definitely were under par.
What about the batting? Certainly really good efforts from yourself, Cade Carmichael in particular. Have you found that adjustment that Binod Bandari was just talking about difficult coming into a new format just less than 48 hours on?
We should be used to it, to be honest. We play a lot of 50 over and T20 cricket. We're probably just one big score away from getting 220, 230, because there's definitely a pitch we could go bang bang as a bowling group. So I think once you get in, you need to make them pay.
Be honest with me now. Would you bat again on that surface, or did you see why often teams like to come here and bowl at 9:30 a.m?
1 by 20 would have batted again. Yeah.
Okay, what about the bowlers? Liam McCarthy is going to be probably the unsung hero today. Matthew Humphries, the two of them, they shared 9 wickets between them. Outstanding.
Yeah, as you say, he's probably going to be the unsung hero, but he's the one who cracked it open. You know, they were flying at the start, and he managed to run through their top order, and then I thought the way Matthew bowled through the middle was beautiful. 1-0 up in the series. Very happy, captain. Well done. Thank you.
Okay, Neil Rock, captain of the Irish Wolves. Be interesting to see what he does if he wins the toss again come Friday. Time for the Valley Express Player of the Match, and we're going to ask Miss Dilmaya Sinjali, the restaurant GM for Valley Express, to come up. She's going to present the cheque for 10,000 Nepali rupees. There's also going to be a trophy that will follow, and that's going to be presented by Mr. Karna Thapa, former Minister of Industry. He'll come up in just one moment. Plenty of contenders today, and those special mentions for Liam McCarthy and Shahab Alam in particular. But he bowled 10 overs, 3 maidens. He finished with 5 for 32. A wonderful spell of left arm spill bowling. The Valley Express Player of the Match, Matthew Humphries. So he'll firstly receive his cheque for 10,000 rupees, and then I'd like to ask Mr. Karna Thapa to come up into the shots. Many thanks, Dilmaya. Up you come, the former Minister of Industry. Big round of applause, please, for Mr. Karna Thapa, who's going to present the Player of the Match trophy to Matthew Humphries. Matthew, many congratulations. That was a wonderful spell of bowling. Let's talk about that first. It looks as though you varied your pace really nicely on what was a helpful surface.
Yeah, I mean, I think we watched how their left-arm spinners went about it the first time round. That gave us a lot of confidence to go out there. I don't really think we had to do too much. The pitch was offering a little bit of assistance, so it was just a case of staying consistent, yeah.
You seem to hold your nerve really well the occasional time someone like Bashir Ahmed or even Shahab Alam picked up a boundary off you, and you kept teasing them. You were happy to toss it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think with a low score it can be tricky to accept getting hit for boundaries, but I think we just had to have our in-out fields and back your best ball.
Neil Rock, I thought captained exceptionally. He kept attacking after you found that initial breakthrough. There was inventive fields, there was lots of close catchers. Have you enjoyed bowling under his captaincy?
Yeah, I think he's always looking to take wickets, and I think it's great to have your captain backing you in that way, and he'll keep my feet on the floor whenever I come up with some interesting suggestions. But yeah, no, I enjoy it. Yeah.
What about a mention for Liam McCarthy? You're very much the deserved player of the match, but a super spell, picking up 4 wickets. He got those initial breakthroughs alongside you.
Yeah, no, he definitely took 2 of the very important wickets at the top. Their opening batsmen have been very strong throughout the whole tournament, so yeah, big ups to him.
Well, the other day Fionn Han compared this series and said it was more entertaining than the IPL. We've had another thriller today. Final question, how much are you enjoying it here?
Yeah, it's brilliant. We're enjoying every moment of it. The people are lovely, and it's a great ground to play at, and the cricket's been really competitive. So really enjoyed it.
You're the Valley Express Player of the Match. You're 1-0 up in the series. Many congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, Matthew Humphries, the Player of the Match. That 10,000 rupee cheque and the trophy. That's going to wrap up our coverage for here today. Remember, we've got more action on Friday. It will be 1 o'clock live. 9:30 a.m. I'm still in T20 mode myself, trying to catch my breath. It'll be 9:30 a.m. live on Action Sports